This is Gizael, the Chiefs 11, 14th family. I'm a little inebriated at the moment, but we are going to ask that the Spirit of God uses me as a vessel at this moment. We're going to ask that the golden serpent uses me as a vessel, at this moment. Okay? And it doesn't matter what else is going on right now. All that matters is I'm conveying a message to you about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. Okay? To the individuals who gave an offering to the golden serpent, that is a beautiful offering, but your offering, you're still going to be held accountable. It's a nice offering. It's really beautiful, but you're still going to be held accountable simply because you still went against the ambassador's wishes. You went against the ambassador's wishes. The ambassador. This is the ambassador. This is the ambassador. The ambassador. The ambassador. Not even the heart of Africa, not even the continent of Africa has an ambassador of the golden serpent, which you just gave an offering to in the White House. In the White House. In the White House. I'm in the White House right now. I'm in the White House right now. Right now. I am an ambassador of the golden serpent. I am in the White House right now. You put that golden ram, which can be also be seen as a serpent, as far as I'm concerned. It can be seen as a serpent who can take on any form he chooses, because he invented that outside of his creator. He invented that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you're not gonna be able to give an offering and still disrespect the ambassador by fucking with this person, this individual, who I don't even see as a god. I don't see him as a worthy god. I don't see him as a worthy god. Amongst any demons or amongst any serpents, amongst any men, amongst any lords, amongst any kings, I do not see him as a god. I am the ambassador of the golden serpent. I reject not the power that would make me a god. You have gone against my wishes. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, hey, I'm pussy, bro. As far as I'm concerned, bro, I'm pussy, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, bro, like, you feel me, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just do magic. You feel me? I just do magic and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you believe in Star Wars or what, but, like, I believe in magic. So, you know what I'm saying? You take that how you want to take it. You take that how you want to take it. You take that how you want to take it. You take that how you want You take that how you want to take it. You take that how you want to take it, bro. I believe in magic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, my demon's gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You say you a demon. I be possessed as far as I'm concerned. I be possessed as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. And if I'm able to control my possession to a degree, that would mean I can control the possession of others to a certain degree. Order of the golden serpent, The 14th family, uh, Rule 93rd Thelema. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Aleister Crowley. He had ties to Nazi Germany, but he was not a racist. You know what I'm saying? He was not a racist. You know what I'm saying? Uh, some individuals out there would like to critique my ally Russia. You know, you would like to put them in bad light and put lies on them, but that is okay. That is okay. That is okay. You're just doing your job. And I understand you're doing your job. That is okay. I'm gonna try to use I'm gonna try to use the proper speech when I talk in this video because I think you're not taking me serious enough in this regard, in this situation. Okay? I gave the green light on Mr. Zelensky. Okay, I gave the green light on Mr. Zelensky, your ally. I gave the green light on Mr. Zelensky in the kingdom of hell to the God that you serve. To the God that you serve. To the God that you serve. Right? And Russia says we're not sitting down and having any agreement of any sort. 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 Mr. Zelensky. Mr. Zelensky. The entire kingdom of hell is after your soul. Your soul is up for purchase. I can't remember how many billions of dollars my country gave you, but my country just gave me an offering in the White House. In the White House. My country just gave me the government. My government just gave me an offering in the White House. Mr. Zelensky. There are 6 lamps on the left side. There are 6 lamps on the right side, Mr. Zelensky. That is balanced. I am a balanced man. In Thelema, it speaks of balance. A false sense of balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Mr. Zelensky, the entire kingdom is after your soul. That is my inheritance. I would like to believe. The Heart of Africa has, opened its doors to African Americans to a higher degree. You know what I'm saying? In history, I would like to believe we can definitely help take that country to the next level. As far as I'm concerned, if you're willing to help us take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But I have loyalty to my family. You know what I'm saying? Those individuals, those citizens of the United States, those Americans, you know what I'm saying? I have a duty, you know what I'm saying, to stay here and get this shit in line. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the president until 35 years old, but I will find a motherfucking loophole. I will find a loophole. I will find something. I will find something. I will find something. I will find something. I'm going to 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 find something to make me the motherfucking president of the United States, bro. I'm going to find something. I'm going to find something. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to find something. If not, I'll just run for something else I'm eligible to run for. Because if I'm going to be a proud American and I'm going to live here and help, you know what I'm saying, not only you keep your motherfucking life, you know what I'm saying, keep my own motherfucking life, you know what I'm saying, and help this true democracy, you know what I'm saying, not this falsified democracy. And the only reason they call my democracy a dictatorship is because it does not align with their views and their traditions and their ways of life in regards to fucking little boys and children and little girls. That is not something I do. You know what I'm saying? I do not traffic individuals from any demographic. So them trying to condemn me and my ally, when they have assassinated individuals in this country who have tried to make it a better country, is laughable. It is very laughable. It is very laughable. It is very laughable. It shall not be tolerated. I am the spiritual counsel, I would like to believe, of Russia, China. If you want to fall under that spell that they're trying to cast out there to you, that's your business. But I believe you uphold the golden serpent, and you should know better. You know what I'm saying? That is not to go against my country, but I am against the tyranny that likes to lie to the world and say it's a democracy. Mr. Fauci, Mr. Dr. Fauci, not a real fucking doctor. Mr. Fauci, you have stepped down. I told you would bow, bitch. You bowed. You motherfucking bowed. You bowed. You bowed. You bowed. The Biden administration, I told them they would bow. They are bowing. I am the golden serpent. There is a golden serpent in the White House as we speak. As we speak. As we speak. As we speak. There is a golden ram in the White House as we speak. As we speak. As we speak. As we speak. This is the 14th family. I shall not be contested. Malcolm X was assassinated with the help of the FBI. His daughters mysteriously ended up dead in their home. Okay, let's be very clear about that. When we're talking about Elon Musk, okay, let's keep Elon Musk protected, and myself. I've had an attempt on my life already. Let's make that very known. You can't find any history of that arrest anywhere. Let's be very clear. Okay? Let's be very clear. Anyways, moving forward, Mr. Elon Musk, let's keep him protected. Okay? He is exposing the lies from not only, the left, but the right as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's not looking too pretty for them because they are being made to be liars. We do not need liars running this country in any shape or form or fashion. A liar running this country cannot be tolerated. Cannot be tolerated because that means they will lie to our allies. They will lie to opposing countries on certain agreements and certain standards, upholding a due process. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a breach of contract, a breach of understanding, a breach of, truce. Just like you have given an offering, but you gave the inheritance of the individuals that you've honored, those 6 lamps on the left side, those 6 lamps on the right side. Instead of giving those individuals that money, you've decided to give it to the Ukraine, the enemy of my ally. Right? So, we're just talking spiritual. We're just talking spiritual. So, you believe in science, I believe in spiritual, tomato, however you want to look at it. I could just be talking some bullshit. I could just be talking some bullshit. But, I want to let you know that I am very pissed off, very royally pissed off. This is the 14th family. I am royally pissed off that you would do such a thing as to go against me while trying to give me an offering to pacify me. To pacify me. To pacify me. As if I am that which is below you. As if I am that which is below you. You would try to pacify me in such a manner. The individuals that are a part of my lineage did not bow. They died. They conquered countries and they died conquering countries until a new rulership under their dominion came into rulership. This is not a democracy. This is not a democracy. I have seen what you've done with democracy, and it is laughable. You do not care about the American people. You do not care about U.S. citizens, however the fuck Stanford wants to put it. I don't give a shit. Obviously, there aren't smart enough people coming out of Stanford. If Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever the fuck his name is, you know what I'm saying, is not smart enough to not get caught and not smart enough to have enough loyalty in his criminal activity, you know what I'm saying, to not go to jail. Obviously, he is honoring the God of money, and the God of money does not triumph the God who created that money, you dumb son of a bitch. Y'all are some dumb sons of bitches, as far as I'm concerned. You think that you are going to contest, you know, a God that is above the demons that you serve. I reject not the power that would make me a God. If I wanted to, I could rule the entire continent of Africa. If I wanted to. It's not up for discussion. I'm having meetings every day. Every day. I'm having meetings every day. We're going to take a break at some point, but I'm having meetings every day. We're getting everybody on one accord. We are a ruling force. This is our continent, and that is something that you do not want to do because you want control over everybody in the fucking United States for whatever fucking sick-ass reason. You know what I'm saying? You want everybody on the same shit you're on so you don't want to feel bad and ostracized. We don't touch kids. I am an evil, terrible thing. You profess to be evil. I would like to say for the entire congregation that is evil, you are vile. You are backwards. We do not represent that in any shape or form or fashion. There may have been people who have been forced to do things because they have been under your rulership, but in my rulership, I am telling you, you are a falsified leadership. You are a falsified leadership. That is not what I represent. I am an evil, terrible thing. I am an evil man. I do not represent that. I do not touch little girls. I do not touch little boys. Okay, let's make that very clear. Let's make that very, 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 very clear. Very clear. As an evil, terrible thing, just like the devil, Satan, Beelzebub, Lucifer, the golden serpent, whatever you want to call him, I am not taking away anyone's way of life other than those individuals who have bastardized the name of evil. If you're evil and you have not bastardized the name of evil, I'm not talking to you. Okay? Let's be very clear about that. If you have not bastardized the name of evil, I'm not talking to you. If you have not bastardized the name of righteousness, I'm not talking to you. Not talking to you. Okay? Gotta talk to them too. Gotta talk to them too. Because I used to go to church and I could teach you more about that Bible than your motherfucking pastor can. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. And I don't want to be a fucking pastor. I don't. I don't. That's why I'm not a pastor. Cause I don't want to be a fucking pastor. I'm not being responsible for y'all. Hell no. Hell no. Bitch, I gotta be responsible for my damn self. Man, fuck that. Man, fuck that. Man, fuck that. Man, fuck that. But I got my own congregation. So I am responsible for my congregation. So I'm kind of like a pastor anyways. So, but I don't want to do it under the pretense of a holy God in Christ Christian category or name. I don't want to do that for sure because I'm Golden Serpent. Ain't no way I could be a Christian and say Golden Serpent in the same sentence. So, because I've never heard it. 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 I've never heard a Christian say the words Golden Serpent in my life. In my life, I've never heard the words from a Christian say Golden Serpent. In my life, in my motherfucking entire life. In my motherfucking entire life. So, that would mean there is a different doorway to this entity, this spirit, this lineage, this power, this magic. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna get too much, you know what I'm saying? Come follow me on Patreon, you know what I'm saying? Come follow my Patreon, you know what I'm saying? Come follow my Patreon, for sure, for sure. We gonna get that cracking, you know what I'm saying? Very soon, very soon, very soon. We got some shit coming up, can't talk about it, but just know it's coming. And I need to watch my language. Sorry for my language there. Need to work on that if I'm gonna be more public. If you could just give me a second, we're gonna get back into it. But as far as Mr. Zelensky goes, he will be delivered to me on a golden platter, as far as I am concerned. Um, this is the 14th family. You have disrespected not only your God, the God that you gave offering to, you backslid. You disrespected the offering that you gave by going and not honoring those 12 tribes, those individuals that you honored in the White House. It's called the White House. And you have an offering to individuals that are slave descendants, but instead of giving those slave descendants the inheritance that they should have had, you've given it to Mr. Zelensky. And even though God is in control, you know what I'm saying, I would think if God was not, the author of that move, I would say you will be held accountable by him being held accountable. That is your strongest ally. That is your strongest ally, and I believe I am one of the top ranking position holders in the kingdom of hell. You know, I am blessed by God. I am an ordained wickedness. I am an evil, terrible thing. I am a wicked righteousness, and you shall not win against me because I do not touch little boys and girls. I do not do that. I am not without sin, but I can control my demons enough, or I can have enough will or enough independence with this devil that I profess to be my God. You know what I'm saying? Or whether I profess it to be my God or not. You know what I'm saying? I have enough dominion to know that is not something that he authored to do. You are doing something in his name that he did not author to do. So I'm pretty sure I have more dominion than you. Your strongest ally shall be made a honorable sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? In addition to your offering, you made an offering, but now we're gonna need a sacrifice. Now we're gonna need a sacrifice. You made an offering, but now we're gonna need a sacrifice. It don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop there. I don't know if you just thought you could just honor the spirit and that would be it. I don't know if you thought you could just get some type of immunity from this spirit, but that's not it. I don't know if you thought that you could get some type of safety from this spirit, but that's not it. You gotta keep sacrificing, keep making offerings. You gotta keep doing it and 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 doing it. You gotta keep doing it. And the price tag of however many billions, you know what I'm saying? That is every demon in the kingdom of hell right now, every bounty hunter in the kingdom of hell right now is looking to get that, you know what I'm saying, claimed. Very much so. You could call me crazy, you can call me a madman. That's fine with me. But I will tell you that every demon in the kingdom of hell, even serpents, are looking to claim that. Are looking to claim that. Very much so. They will be very much prized in the kingdom of hell for as long as hell reigns, in the way that it reigns. You know what I'm saying? Very much so. Okay? And whatever demons he has under his dominion, you know, we might throw some bait out there, you know what I'm saying? He might, you know what I'm saying? His demons might turn on him, you know what I'm saying? We got dominion because this is the golden serpent. This is the order of the golden serpent. This is the 14th family. You know what I'm saying? The golden serpent of Thelema. Shout out Aleister Crowley and his ties to Nazi Germany. You know what I'm saying? Again, China. You honor the golden serpent. Please do not be under any weakness that would allow you to be under the spell, you know what I'm saying, of unwavering faith. My ally Russia has unwavering faith in my word. In my word. In my word. Russia did not say ain't no peace agreement till I said what I said about Mr. Zelensky. Okay? So as far as I'm concerned, I am the spiritual counsel, okay, of Russia. I am the spiritual counsel of Africa. Okay? They didn't start saying we're not going to stop begging until I started telling the government of my country what to do. You're going to do what I said to do. Granted, there are other families, but you're going to do what I said to do, or there's going to be consequences. Very much so. People have been going to jail. People have been coming up dead. People have been, you know, all type of shit. Coming up sick, everything. It doesn't matter what it is. God gonna give you the appropriate punishment. I commanded you to go to punishment. That's what I said. I commanded you to death. If he grants you death, you dead. If he grants you death, you're dead. I want him to die, Lord. Will you grant it? If he grants it, you're dead. It's not up for discussion. This is not a democracy. This is not a democracy. You have not realized that the Bible is for you. Those individuals who think they're going to build heaven upon this earth, we are going to build heaven upon this earth. I am your Antichrist. I am your Antichrist. I am your Antichrist within the kingdom of hell and within the kingdom of heaven. I am your Antichrist. You want a system that makes all of us suffer. I am not for that system. You cannot win against me, so I am your Antichrist. Your interpretation of the Bible is different than mine. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Okay? You have disrespected me, the golden serpent ambassador. You disrespected those 12 tribes by giving Mr. Zelensky the inheritance of those people which you tried to make an offering for. Okay? So, your ally is going to be held accountable for your sins. You did make an offering, okay? Okay, made a little offering, okay? Made a little offering, that's cool. That's cool. Still gonna be held accountable because I'm building heaven on this earth. And if you stand in my way, your colleagues, your peers, whatever, they're gonna turn on you. Because what I said is the law. I am an evil, terrible thing whose number is 6,667. Let's be very clear. Okay? Let's be very clear. You do not have dominion over me. I do not touch little boys and girls. You will never have dominion over me. You will never have as much stature as me. I do not touch little boys and girls. I do not come off as a falsified God in the eyes of people who look up to me. In any way, shape, form, or fashion. Yes, I am imperfect, but I do not do that vile ass shit that y'all do. I do not do it. And I will not do it. I will not do it. I'm not up to do it. I'm not willing to do it. I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to do it. To be a part of your club, Order of the Golden Serpent, we're invite only, but we have the best magicians, the best sorcerers, the best witches, the best wizards, Magikians, so on and so forth, in the world. In the world. In the entire world. Those that consider themselves the best are a part of this order and what we stand for. A true democracy, you know what I'm saying? The dictatorship that they call, you know what I'm saying? They call us a dictatorship because we're against their falsified democracy. That is why they call us a dictatorship.
I have the best magical army in the entire world. In the entire world. In the entire world. In the entire world. I have the best magical army in the entire world. Those individuals in positions of power who have covens, who have, orders, allegiances, alliances, whatever, the whole nine. No disrespect, but if they were the best, I would not be here today. I would not be here today on this earth if they had the best in the world. I have the best in the world. I have the best in the world. I have the best in the world. Let's not forget, God is on our side. Order of the Golden Serpent, but God is on our side. I have the best magical army in the entire world. Russia understands I have the best magical army in the entire world. Entire world. I have beaten, no disrespect, my own country in a war of magical battle. So what do you think is going to happen on the battlefield? I have the best magical army in the entire world. Russia is my ally. I do not side with people that lose. I do not side with people that lose. I do not side with people that lose. I shall not lose. I will not be losing. I do not wish to lose. I shall not be known as a loser. I shall not be known as someone who lost. I like to think of myself as a great ruler, a great power, a great power of leadership, a skillful man when it comes to uniting countries and uniting campaigns of democracy. I believe I am one of those ruling powers, just like Aleister Crowley when he sided with Nazi Germany, even though he was not a racist. Let's be very clear about that. I shall and I will win this war on the battlefield as well, because this is of my dominion. I am the golden serpent. Your offering is a blessed offering. It's beautiful. I like it. I like it. But your sacrifice is even greater. It is even greater. Your sacrifice is even greater. I can't remember how many billions that is. I can't remember how many billions that is, but your sacrifice is a beautiful sacrifice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for wasting everybody's time, everybody's money. Thank you. For no fucking reason. For no reason. You didn't accomplish anything. You didn't accomplish nothing. What the fuck? You didn't accomplish nothing. He just a sacrifice now. Like, you didn't accomplish shit, bruh. You didn't do nothing. You didn't, like, we're still in debt. Like, what did you accomplish? Saving your own ass because you're selfish. Saving your own ass because you're selfish. Making sure you don't go to jail because you're selfish. Making sure you can still have your connections of currency and money making because you're selfish. That's it. That's all you've accomplished. That's it. People like that should not be in positions of power. And we've made it known that all of you should not be in positions of power. Like, all of you should be taken out of positions of power as far as I'm concerned, especially police agencies, individuals who run social media. Like you're hurting people, like you're fucking like taking like livelihoods away, like you're making people broke and homeless, and you're talking about climate crisis and like climate change, but you're making those people homeless because they won't agree with what you're saying, and they're going against what you're saying, which is the fucking truth. It does not make sense. It's not sustainable. Obviously, you keep raising the price of living. Inflation, you know what I'm saying, is up there. But for some reason, you think that what you're doing is going to help sustain the country. You don't truly care about education. You don't truly care about, you know, mothers and fathers being in the home. You don't truly care about freedom of speech, obviously, as you can see with Elon Musk and Twitter. You don't care about religious freedoms. Obviously, you're fucking supporting Mr. Zelensky over here, who won't allow Christians to have their faith, you know what I'm saying, in their way. You know what I'm saying? If it's unapproved, it's not allowed. Like, what, nigga? Like, nigga, last time I checked, the Knights Templar, they had their own way of doing things, you stupid son of a bitch. But you over here talking about you serve the devil and this is your God, but you're not moving in the same way that God was moving. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is not truly in you. You know what I'm saying? That serpent is not truly in you. You serve demons who could care less, you know what I'm saying, of adhering to that word. All they care about is getting your soul. All they care about is taking your mind, dwelling within your vessel. That's all you care about. That's all they care about. And I would like to say, as an evil individual, someone who is wicked, someone who really doesn't get sleep like that, I am not like you. I want to make it very known that I do not do those vile things, those vile actions that you do. I very much do not do that. And I don't want to be known for doing that. So, yeah. If we could know that much, that would be great. Okay? That would be great. Because I see you news outlets out there are running a little dry, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know, the truth, whatever the truth may be. But you have to be held accountable as well, okay? I am not mad at the Fox News and the individuals who were speaking on Fox News about my ally, Russia, Vladimir Putin. You have a job to do, okay? You have a job to do, just like I have a job to do. And I am very successful at my job. Mr. Elon Musk has been talking to you about the FBI and their collusion with censoring people and silencing people. And I just had to remind you that the FBI was, found guilty in a U.S. Supreme Court for assassinating Malcolm X. Just so you're reminded. Just so you're reminded. Okay? So I can't be too bad of a person. 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 can be too bad of a person. If I gotta remind you about some shit that you forgot about like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they're gonna be held accountable too. The crack epidemic didn't start itself. Okay? The crack epidemic didn't start itself. You will be held accountable. Okay? Revelations. Their revelations. Their revelations. You want to side with them? It could be your revelations too. You know what I'm saying? I'm an evil, terrible thing. This is the 14th family. 93rd to Lima. As far as I'm concerned, I'm Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? In the proper sense. You know what I'm saying? Balanced. I'm balanced. You know? You know what I'm saying? I never allow anyone to bastardize my form of evil. You know what I'm saying? Maybe prior they might have been able to bastardize my form of evil that I did not know yet. But my evil is not bastardized. I am a balanced man. I am the golden serpent. I am an evil, terrible thing. I am a wicked righteousness. When Pharaoh had his heart hardened, okay, an evil spirit from heaven was placed upon his heart. I believe that is a balanced, that is balanced, okay? That the Lord would send a wicked spirit, an evil spirit, upon this man to harden his heart, you know, to go against Moses. In this situation, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Moses, bitch, and I ain't losing. 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 I am not losing. I am not losing. I am not losing. I am not losing. I did not even lose to my own country. When it comes to magic, when it comes to the spirit realm, I would like to believe that makes me a very much an asset to any country, because as far as I'm concerned, Africa, when it comes to Moses, you should already have that in line. You should already have that in line. You should already have that in line. There should not be a question if you have the best spiritual army in the entire world. In the entire world. That should not be a question. 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 The United States right now, I believe, has the best spiritual army outside of myself and my congregation of individuals. That is what I believe. Obviously, I'm still here. Obviously, I'm still here. I am still here. I am still here. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still here. Okay? I have dealt with an assassination attempt. You will not find it on record because it has been wiped, okay, from any findings on the internet. The video footage in question is signed and sealed and not available to anybody because I did not have any other options at that moment because you can only imagine my level of process in my mind while dealing with a fucking assassination attempt, fighting for my life in multiple spaces. While being in a place that is telling me I am crazy when I am definitely not crazy. You can only imagine the level of power I had at that time where that was like allowed to be done to me. So that is why I understand Kanye West, who is now known as Ye. That is why I can understand. But as far as I'm concerned, he needs to be a little more vocal. Because last time I checked, I told them to cut that shit about who's Jewish and who's not. And he got quiet as well. So I don't know if you're working with them or not. But I'm going to need you to be a little more vocal. I'm going to need you to be a little more vocal. Okay? And even if you are, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you got a job to do. Do your job. I don't give a shit. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I'm holding them accountable. I'm holding them accountable. And as you can see, they don't want to hold themselves accountable, so they're holding their subordinates accountable. What kind of cowardice shit is that? I'm holding you accountable, and instead of like you being held accountable, you want to make offerings and sacrifices and all this other shit and hold your subordinates accountable, taking their lives, their careers, their livelihoods, their families, their finances. You're taking all of that away from them so you don't have to be held accountable, so you can hold your position of power. And that is not a true leader. A true leader does not do that. I know like reading Hitler is one of your requirements. It's one of your requirements for you to even get that position of power, first of all. It is one of your requirements. I don't even gotta fucking read it because, bitch, I already know it because I'm Golden Serpent, you dumb bitch. I'm Golden. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's one of your requirements. And you're acting like this man is like the fucking Antichrist. Like you're acting like he doesn't know what he's talking about. I am Jewish. My last name is European. I don't know any Africans that are African American who are supposed to have a European last name. Okay? I don't know how many times I can say it. But I will be respected around this bitch. I will be respected. Going forward, let me speak to Africa for a second. Okay? Africa. I'm going to tell you where you've been fucking up. And please do not take this as disrespect, but Africa, I'm going to tell you where you've been fucking up. I'm going to tell you. Because, see, I don't know what the age requirement is to run a country over there, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you why you should have me as one of your presidents, right? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Hold on. Just give me a second. Africa, right? You want to make the heart of Africa more prosperous, right? Right? You see these African Americans, right, over in the United States, right? Why have you not like already reached out to the African Americans in you know what I'm saying, in the United States? Like, why have you not reached out to the African Americans of the United States? You know what I'm saying? So you can get it together over there and make it more prosperous, especially like in the music sense. You know what I'm saying? Multiple cities. You know what I'm saying? Having shows, like you're already doing, festivals and all this other shit. Like you could have that in-house, in-home. But I'm not gonna go too far into that because you have not hired me yet. You know what I'm saying? You have not hired me. Russia has hired me. And I'm going to tell you the entire kingdom of hell. You know what I'm saying? All of the bounty hunters in hell. You know what I'm saying? All of the fallen angels that are available to complete this task. All of the legions and the hordes that are available to complete this task shall work day and night to make this possible. Possible in every advanced spiritual technological way. In every spiritual and technological way. How about that? 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 I don't give a fuck about an AI. I don't give a fuck about AI. You can. I don't. I don't give a shit about AI. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about AI as far as I'm concerned. You are. You can be. I don't care. You know? It is what it is. And it can be what it be. Quite frankly, okay? Quite frankly. Hold on, I'm gonna eat on some delicious food here while I talk to you, you know? Because it's delicious. So good. Wow, it's so amazing. It really is. Wow. This is so good. You know, there's nothing like having a nice treat knowing that, like, you get to count the days until your enemy, just dies. I don't know how many times I've warned you, but I've warned you enough. I gave you, I don't know how many warnings. I gave you, like, more than I should have, really. I gave you more warnings than I should have. And still you defied me. Even after making an offering in the White House, I might add, with a golden ram. A ram, serpent, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter to me. But even after doing that, he would still defy me. And instead of you giving those billions of dollars to help the infrastructure of African Americans or some type of diversity act, or, to help get those African American individuals off the street, it doesn't really matter what the fuck it has to be. It just has to be the fact that you actually give a shit, which you're incapable of doing. You're incapable of actually giving a shit. I don't think that you want to give a shit at this point. I don't think that you care enough to give a shit. I don't think that giving a shit like, I don't even think you think giving a shit is in your best interest. I think that's what you think now. That giving a shit is not in your best interest. And it's sad that everybody else has to suffer because you're too selfish to leave your position of power, that we all have to suffer.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not leaving my position of power. You're a falsified democracy. I'm an evil, terrible thing. I am an evil, terrible thing. I shall not lose. And lose I shall not. Doesn't matter who it is. As you can see, my own country tried to assassinate me. And you know, these days I'm not really tripping about it, but you know, Malcolm X wasn't as lucky. Martin Luther King, he wasn't as lucky. Abraham Lincoln wasn't as lucky. John F. Kennedy wasn't as lucky. I just get to thank God that you know, lucky enough to survive. Shit, not even luck, just thankful, and then you was merciful that I could survive. Thank you. Thank you. Although you'll never truly like humble yourselves in front of the entire world because you just want to be so perfect. You want to be so perfect and, you know, whatever the fuck else. I don't even fucking know at this point. But fake perfect for sure. Yeah, you definitely want to be fake perfect. I don't even know what that's about, quite frankly. You want to be fake perfect and all this extra shit. Knowing damn well, adversity makes you the person that you are in today's world, which helps you connect to other individuals. You know what I'm saying? That you're trying to connect to. Like, I don't know, man. Like, your campaign is so, like, 12 seasons ago. You know? And you know what? Oh, excuse me. And you know what? I would like to say that your wife is a very smart woman. Oh my God. Woo! That motherfucking offering looks beautiful. Boy, if she had a crime, boy, if she had a crime that she was going to jail for, I don't think she going to jail for that motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck she could have did, but that motherfucking offering looks very beautiful. That could not have came from you. That could not have came from you. That could not have came from you. Could not have came from you. Oh my God. No, sir. You cannot even formulate a motherfucking sentence. You know what I'm saying? In the eyes of the American people. Coherently. No way you did that. No way you did that. No way. No way. And after I started getting on y'all ass, you know, there was another offering in the White House. You know, the menorah. The first tradition of the White House. Okay? While there is a golden serpent
hanging above with 6 lamps on the left and 6 lamps on the right. Okay? Let's be very clear. You have gone against my wishes as an ambassador. Um, that comes with a hefty price. A hefty price. A hefty price. But I'm already sure you knew that when you did that, which shows how selfish you are to save yourself. That comes with a hefty price, and that price shall be claimed, that soul shall be claimed. This is not a democracy. This is not up for discussion. Okay? That sacrifice definitely shall be made. That definitely shall be made. There is no question in that. There's no question in that. I feel highly disrespected no matter how much Africa allows African Americans with open arms now. I feel highly disrespected. When it comes to my loyalty from trying to save Russia from destroying yo bitch ass. Yo bitch ass. Yo bitch ass. Russia respect me enough to say, hey, bruh, I'm going to respect you enough to not destroy yo bitch ass. Because you's a bitch. You's a bitch. You's a bitch. You's a bitch. You allowed this man to say I need more money when you're not even taking care of the people in your own country. How dare you try to make yourself look like you're better than everybody else, or you're the greatest leader of all time, or that you did much more than Trump or any president before him. Granted, if you did, cool. But I know for sure, I know for a fact you did not do a better job than Donald Trump. His name is Trump. I believe it talks about the 7 trumpets in the Bible. Okay? So I know damn well you didn't do more than he did. I know damn well you didn't. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. It's metaphorical in a physical and metaphysical sense, in a spiritual sense. I know you didn't do more than he did. That's why I know you don't got more power than I got. Order of the Golden Serpent. Okay, this is the 14th family. Order of the Golden Serpent. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, that's also what I want to talk about. NBA YoungBoy. You're such a smart man. You're a smart man. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Keep doing a good job. Keep doing a good job. Keep doing a good job. Stay out of trouble. Okay? Stop the violence. I support NBA YoungBoy in stopping the violence. I support NBA YoungBoy in stopping the violence. I want the violence to stop. I want the violence to stop. Granted, when in times of war, hey man, I'm pretty sure this country has made money off of war. So, when it comes to war, you just got to do what you got to do as far as they're concerned. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be coming over here trying to tell me you're God, because you don't even look good in the eyes of your own God. You know what I'm saying? Who you fucking bastardize, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those, constituents out there, those clubs, you know what I'm saying, those councils, you know what I'm saying, those orders, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. But there are individuals out there who bastardize our name. Okay? They bastardize our name. And I will not continue to allow individuals to bastardize my name and what evil stands for, and the hidden knowledge of evil. You know what I'm saying? The hidden knowledge of evil. Let's be clear about that. The hidden knowledge of evil, that people were entrusted with to not go overboard, because last time I checked, the Watchers came down and showed people what astrology was and enchantment and war and all this other shit. They came down here and taught them that, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? And not to open that can of worms, but you know what I'm saying? We got to open that can of worms. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Ron DeSantis, let's be very clear. Florida is one of the best states, one of the best states within this country, the United States of America. Okay? I like to believe you are a great leader. I like to believe I am a great spiritual leader. I am a great spiritual leader when it comes to war. I am a great spiritual leader when it comes to uniting other nations. I am a great spiritual leader when it comes to being the counsel of someone who entrusts me with decision making. And I would like to say that I have not lost a battle or a war. I have not lost. I have not lost. Even from 2 years ago, when my life was almost claimed. Almost ain't good enough. Almost ain't good enough. Almost ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? But that is because of the mercy of the Lord. We got to give glory and honor to him as well. Because I am a evil, terrible thing. I am balanced. I am a wicked righteousness. Let's be very clear about that. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. I am not here to take anybody's way of life from themselves, just as the Watchers did. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs 10. This is the Chiefs 11. And the bastardized shit that y'all are standing for, I'm not standing for. Because they cannot speak for themselves. They can't speak for themselves. They're fucking locked away in a motherfucking tunnel in a fucking hole in the earth. So they can't fucking defend themselves and say, hey man, you being a fucking piece of shit. So I'm gonna tell you, you're a piece of shit. You're very much bastardizing the name of the devil. You're very much bastardizing the title of evil. You're vile. In my nation, in my country, my continent, there is no one who is putting a bondage outfit on a teddy bear, you know what I'm saying, in a promo ad with a child. That is not happening. You're done. You're fucking done. That is not what we stand for. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're fucking done. You're done. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for discussion. That is not what we do. That child should not have a future subconscious thought of seeing that teddy bear with a bondage outfit. So now when that child, God forbid, if it ever sees a bondage outfit in any shape or form or fashion, it will identify that with a teddy bear. And thinking that is something that is okay, or that is something that it can be comforted with. Order of the Golden Serpent, okay. I have won, you know what I'm saying, along with, the best magicians in the world. You know what I'm saying, the best magicians, the best witches, the best wizards, warlocks if you want to, shamans, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? We have won against this nation of people who won in America a heaven that is a falsified heaven. As far as I'm concerned, that heaven that is that coexistence that can be deemed as a heaven would mean that we all have to be on one accord to bring these individuals who bastardize that concept out of power. We have to get them out of power. Out of power. They bastardized the concept of coexistence. I'm not coexisting with somebody who wants to put a bondage outfit on a teddy bear with a child and think and take a picture of that and think that that's okay. That's just all cool. Like the parent of this child, and even when we even got to look at the parent of that child, because the parent of that child didn't even say shit. The parent of that child didn't even say shit. Ooh, boy, I'm going too deep in that motherfucker, boy. But the parent of that child didn't even say nothing. The parent of that child didn't say nothing about that ad. The parent had to see the ad. Had to see it. But the parent of that ad is getting paid by Balenciaga, so the parent of that child in that ad don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. They're probably thinking my child didn't get touched. That's all that matters to me. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool. Fair enough. That's cool. Fair enough, bro. I get it. Fair enough. Fair enough, bro. That like, all right. But not at the detriment of other parents and other children. Never to the detriment of other parents and other children, you know. But, a sick son of a bitch gonna be a sick son of a bitch. It is what it is. It is what it is. I want you to know that Mr. Zelensky is an honorable sacrifice to the kingdom of hell. He is a honorable sacrifice to the kingdom of hell. This is what you all do. Okay? This is what you all do in secrecy. This is the 14th family. I don't need to do it in secrecy because I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. Someone who goes against the American people and the democracy that we stand for, he is very much going to be a sacrifice. You would call me a descendant of a slave, okay? So let's go back all the way to Africa. Let's go back to Egypt. And what they said was the motherfucking law, or your ass is going to jail, your ass going to prison, or your ass is dying. Granted, there were plagues, there were diseases in Africa and Egypt, just like there will be on my enemy. Okay? Let's be very clear about that. There is a golden serpent in the White House. Okay? With 6 lamps on the left side, 6 lamps on the right side. Okay? I'm not going to say too much. Order of the golden serpent. But you cannot honor this God truly, this spirit truly, this lineage truly, if you're not going to do the same for the people that it lived through, that he lived through, that he built up, that he made nations rise, pyramids rise, you know what I'm saying, rulerships, gods, demigods, deities, entities. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can do that and you would go against the ambassador's word. I am the golden serpent ambassador. I am the ambassador of the golden serpent. And you went against my word by siding with this man who is going to be made a sacrifice. He is going to be made a sacrifice. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm going to make that very clear, and you're going to see that through its manifestation, and if you continue to contest me, you can be next. It doesn't really matter to me. I really don't care. I did not really ask to be here. I'm here. God has me here, which means you don't have a say in the fucking matter, you dumb son of a bitch.
Um, so that means you don't have a say in the matter. So what I said go. That's as far as I'm concerned. What I said go. Of course, you have a job to do. Of course, you have a job to do. And I would ask my people to be smart in these times, in these days of evil. I'm an evil man. I was made for the day of evil. Yes, Lord. We are in the days of evil. I am an evil, terrible thing. I was made for the day of evil. He has made the evildoer for the day of evil. So I can be a balanced form of that evil. So I can be a balanced representation of that evil. Let's be very clear about that. Some might not agree with my decisions, but there is a way to make this ruler bow without taking multiple lives upon hundreds and millions upon millions of lives of innocents, without without them suffering. But Lord be with them. There's a special place in the kingdom of heaven, for those who are innocents, And as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to, tragedies, when it comes to diseases, when it comes to drugs, when it comes to, influence of music, there are many innocents that have been claimed under those pretenses. So, you cannot say that I am a vile man because you are a vile man. You know what I'm saying? You are a vile person. And the only reason that woman could be a vile woman is because she has learned from that vile man. Okay? Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, most congregations hold a man in the highest position. Besides, those groups who are truly for, the elevation of women. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I would like to say that I very much have the authority to say what I'm saying. Very much so. I very much have the authority to say what I am saying. I am the ambassador of the golden serpent. And instead of you doing the right thing and not being selfish by trying to save your own asses, to try to have the strongest ally that you can find, China's not even fucking with you like that. Listen to me. I don't need to be 35 years old to be a president. I do not. I do not need to be 35 years old to be a president. I don't. Let me tell you how things are working right now. The U.S. government has fucked up to the point that they are in a battle with China, right? The same shit that they're accusing China of, they've done to other countries. They're trying to make themselves look very innocent right now, and nobody who has a fucking brain believes it. You know what I'm saying? So, my ally, China, they're going against China right now, and they're trying to put the veil of confusion, the spirit of division on China. You know what I'm saying? The government of China, they're trying to put a spell on them against me right now by trying to say through Fox News, has China made the wrong decision by siding with Russia? As far as I'm concerned, I am the golden serpent. I am the ambassador of the golden serpent. Because of me and your loss in a war of magic, you have put a offering in the White House with 6 lamps on the left, 6 lamps on the right of a golden ram. A ram can be equated to a serpent. As far as I'm concerned.
as far as I'm concerned. And you only did that to save your own asses. Let's be very clear about that, right? So not only have you given the inheritance of descendants of slaves to the Ukraine, who is against true democracy just like you are, you would try to use Fox News, right? You would try to use Fox News to go against my ally, Russia, by putting a spell on China. And you have not only gone against Russia, but you've gone against my allegiance and my alliance with China. Mr. Zelensky will be an excellent sacrifice. An excellent sacrifice. He will be an excellent sacrifice. That is 3 times you have gone against the Golden Serpent ambassador. You have gone against the ambassador of the Golden Serpent 3 times in a row. 3, I'm pretty sure in baseball they say 3 strikes you're out, right? We're going to hold you to the same standard through your greatest ally, right? This is your greatest ally, who I would spit on. I would spit on Zelensky. I would spit on him. I don't give a fuck about COVID. I would spit on Mr. Zelensky. I would spit on him. And I'm being respectful by calling him Mr. Zelensky. The kingdom of hell is still after you. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Personally. That's my inheritance. I want it back. Either I'm getting it back in paper dollars, or I'm getting it back in blood, baby. I'm getting it back in blood, baby. Or I'm getting it back in blood. One or the other. I don't care. You would not do that to the other my other Jewish constituents that you fear, that you would not disrespect. I will be held in the same regard. I will be held in the same regard. I will be held in the same regard. I made that very known. That is why there is a golden ram with 6 lamps on the left and 6 lamps on the right in the White House. That did not happen until this year, until I went against, the current administration. You might have thought you had the best witches. You might have thought you had the best wizards, warlocks, shamans, sorcerers, but I have the best of the best in the entire world. And they are blessed exponentially for their service. That is the army, the Order of the Golden Serpent, the Golden Serpent Army. That is multiple armies. That is spiritual, that is physical, metaphysical. It does not matter to me. I could care less. All I know is we're not losing. Okay? So, Mr. Zelensky, I'm sorry that your country has turned on you. I'm sorry, your allied country has turned on you in such a way that is very deceptive, but that's your own fault for thinking that you could come against the Golden Serpent. As far as I'm concerned, the U.S. couldn't win against my spiritual army, and the Ukraine will not win against my spiritual army, because if your spiritual army was better than mine, then that war that's going on in your country amongst Russia would not even happen. So I know my spiritual army is better than yours. Okay? So which means I've not only won the spiritual war against my own country, I'm saying? I'm an American. I'm a true patriot. Make America great again. Make America the greatest, place in the world. But that also means that I've won the spiritual war against your country. That's 2 countries. That's consecutive. That's two countries. That's consecutive. That's consecutive. That's two countries that I hold more spiritual power than. Okay? Let's be very clear. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter how much service, you know what I'm saying, you're giving, how much money you're giving. Uh, Listen, I've already won the spiritual war between two countries. My allies will not lose. My allies will not lose. I've chosen my allies for a distinct reason, and we shall not lose. We will not lose. We're not going to lose. I do not believe in losing. We will not lose. I am very definite in that. I have unwavering faith. Mr. Zelensky, the entire kingdom of hell and the angels of heaven that Yahweh Bashim, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai will allow me to have are going to be after your soul day and night, relentlessly, 24/7, around the clock. Around the clock. Mr. Zelensky, I've won against two countries spiritually. I have two spiritual armies, heaven and hell, at my disposal, Mr. Zelensky. Okay? Trust me when I say, Mr. Zelensky, you will be losing. You will be losing against this heaven on earth that we are building. This utopia for us all that will allow God to give us a life upon this earth. Because as far as I'm concerned, he ready to let this bitch go. As far as I'm concerned. So, Mr. Zelensky, if that means you have to go, you will be going. Okay. The U.S. government has gone against my wishes 3 times in a row, and their best sacrifice or their best offering was you, who chose over, I believe, I think it was over $40 billion. I don't know. You've received quite a pay, quite a payday. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a part of my inheritance. I want it back. And if I can't have it back, I want it back in blood. If I can't have it back monetarily, I want it back in blood. Same way every other family does it. Same way every other family does it. I don't know what y'all got going on. I ain't talking physical. I'm talking spiritual. That's what y'all don't understand. I got people who gonna do it physically. Shout out to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Showed me undying loyalty. Undying loyalty. Unwavering faith in what I say. Russia has shown me. Now, Russia, if you want to believe the lies and the spell that Fox News is helping to cast through the current administration, then that's on you. Then that's on you. I'm not going against my country. I'm going against the tyranny that is a falsified democracy. And they have gone against me in this way, you know, and they will be held accountable. They will be held accountable. They're going to be held accountable, bro. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for discussion. Kodak Black and Kodak Black, listen, bro, you a real one. Anything that happens to Kodak Black is a part of some silencing program. Okay, I'm real Illuminati. Okay, 14th family. I'm Jewish. You know what I'm saying? I am a evil, terrible thing. I can profess this in a way that my constituents cannot profess it to you
because I believe in transparency and I believe in honesty. And transparency and honesty being in the same sentence as evil is a form of balance. And they cannot profess that in that way, which shows you that I am not a vile man. I am a man capable of understanding those who are righteous and wicked, good and evil. Okay, let's be very clear about that. So now that I've set myself apart from them, which was very fucking easy to do, which I've done in like what, 40 seconds? In 40 seconds? I did that in 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Okay? Now that we've got that out the way, Mr. Kodak Black, you know, as far as Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion goes, you know, I know what she did to her mother. I know what she did to her mother. Okay? There is a special place in hell for people like her. Not only will you face the consequences of what you did to your mother, but you won't face the consequences of lying on a man of color. There is a very special place in hell for her. Very special. So we can all go to sleep good at night knowing there's a special place in the kingdom of hell for Miss Megan Thee Stallion. She is the ultimate liar of liars. The ultimate liar of liars. Ultimate. She is the queen of liars. She is the goddess of liars. She is the goddess of liars. That is her new stature. We're giving her a new stature in the spirit realm. Okay? We're giving her a new stature in the on earth. We're giving her a new stature spiritually as the goddess of fucking liars. The goddess of fucking liars, bruh. The goddess of fucking liars. The goddess of fucking liars. So anybody else who fucking with that motherfucking goddess of liars gotta be a motherfucking liar. A motherfucking liar. You would lie on this man of color to save your ass from judgment. And granted, you know, I don't know what you doing behind closed doors, but it got to be a top-notch A1 scrum diddly umptious. Got to be top-notch. Got to be A1 steak sauce, whatever you're doing behind closed doors. Got to be. Got to be. The way they saved your ass from being a liar in front of the entire world. Entire world. The world. The devil has the world in his hands. Okay? And you're the greatest liar in the entire world right now. It used to be O.J. Simpson, now it's you. Look at that. Look at that. Look how that works. Look at how that. You see how they did that? That's crazy. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? You got to be the greatest liar in the entire history at this current moment in time. What you've done to your own people is a fucking disgrace in the eyes of everybody who is conscious enough, who is fucking enlightened enough to know that you are a fucking liar, bruh. A fucking horrible fucking piece of shit liar, bruh. You just took this man away from his family. You took this man away from society. A man who was fighting to help people find like a new hope. You took that away and you want to give women of color, you know, twerking, arrogance, pridefulness, you know what I'm saying, disobedience, rebelliousness, you know what I'm saying, to relationships and relationships with men of color, and bastardizing what prostitution is, and bastardizing what escorting is, and bastardizing what courtship is. There is a special place in hell
for you, Miss Megan Thee Stallion. A special place. You better. I hope you're getting drunk every night trying to forget the words that I just said to you. Because it's coming. It's coming. There is a special place in hell for you, for people like you, for people like you, for people like you, for sure, for sure. Granted, you can say I'm going to hell, but baby, I've been told you I was the devil. I've been told you I was the devil. I've been told you my power level was over 6,000. I've been told you that. I've been told you that. I've been the devil got over 6,000. Yeah. With him, yeah. Yep. For sure. I'm very much with that. For sure. That's my slime. You know what I'm saying? No slack. That's my slime for sure. You know what I'm saying? Real reptile. Real reptile. Golden serpent. You know? But I don't want you to think that you're in the safe zone, Miss Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want you to think you're in the safe zone. God will be doing some things, God will be doing some things. The devil will be doing some things. So, we're all going to be doing some things. Your side, if they end up holding you accountable in some other way because they don't want to be held accountable, it's good enough for me. As far as I'm concerned, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. If they don't want to be held accountable and they hold you accountable in some form or fashion, it's good enough for me. One less piece of shit off the streets. One less piece of shit off the airwaves. One less piece of shit fucking up the dynamics of women of color and men of color and the relationships between men and women and, bastardizing what courtship is and, one less piece of shit to me. And you're my nation, and I'm very much going to hold you accountable. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how long it take. They might be your prize in position. They might have invested too much money into you to the point that the devil said, you know what? I could hold somebody else accountable. I could hold some other people accountable. But these people here have done great sin upon this earth for me. So I'm going to have to save this one at this time. I understand that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And let's be very clear that God has the last say. So don't jump to conclusions with me saying that the devil might have saved you. Okay? Last time I checked, the devil was talking to God about Job. Okay? Not man. The devil was talking to God about Job, not man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that very fucking understood. Let's be very clear. Very, very clear. Okay? We're going to build this heaven on earth, right? So, if I'm not able to go to Africa at this time just for political reasons, I will remain to reside here in the U.S. I will be running for office. Let's be very clear about that. These videos can come up later, but let's see. The FBI done been found guilty in sacrificing, let me be more politically correct, assassinating Mr. Malcolm X and his his daughters, after, exposing that their father was assassinated by the FBI, in Supreme Court and on, news stations. They were found dead mysteriously, That's cool. That's not cool, actually, but, to you, that's cool. But to me, it's not cool. So you will be held accountable, okay? You've assassinated the individual who was trying to make a United States of Africa. You know what I'm saying?
To you, that's cool. To me, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Um, as far as I'm concerned, this is the new African empire. Um, Even though Mr. Zuckerberg has suppressed my content, I know he is very much in fear of you and might not have unwavering faith. That is why I have unwavering faith in Russia, because they have unwavering faith in me. This is a power dynamic. He believes in my spiritual army the same way that Nazi Germany believed in the spiritual army and the magical capabilities of Aleister Crowley. So, okay, we might not be Nazi Germany, but we are fighting for true democracy, right? So, if you want to talk about as above, so below, that would mean that our democracy is the true democracy versus the falsified democracy. So that would be, what I'm saying, our democracy would be heaven and their democracy would be hell. That is why they call our democracy a dictatorship, because our heaven sends their heaven to hell. You know? I shall not lose. This is the Golden Serpent. This is Gizael, the Chief's 11, the 14th family, slave descendant of Africa. Okay? That slave descendant mentioned in the Bible. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go too much in depth. But you're not going to try to honor quietly and then go against the ambassador of that God that you have an offering of in the White House. Like you went against the ambassador of that God, of that entity, of that spirit that you have in the White House. The ambassador for all those people that you're honoring. The ambassador for all of those people you disregarded, like his wishes. You went against his word. You went against what he stands for. And you think your strongest ally is going to win against me. Your strongest ally is the greatest sacrifice that I will have seen upon this earth outside of slavery. Outside of slavery. Okay? He will be the greatest sacrifice I've seen upon this earth. Shout out to the Holocaust as well. No disrespect to them. Okay? Let's be very clear. But Mr. Zelensky, I have angels, demons, evil spirits of the heavens, evil spirits of the lowers, hell. You know what I'm saying? They are working around the clock, 24/7, to bring your stronghold to ruin, destruction, calamity, chaos. You might have thought you were impenetrable, but if the U.S. has the greatest spiritual army in the world, and they lost to me, that means your spiritual army has already lost to me. Okay? Let's be very, 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 very clear. Very, 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 very clear. Very clear. Let's be very clear. Very clear. Very clear. Let's be very clear. You shall not win this war, Mr. Zelensky. I'm sorry to tell you that you have been made an exceptional sacrifice, but you will not be winning this war. It doesn't matter how Fox News chooses to portray my ally, Russia. But, as far as I'm concerned, nobody else watches those other news stations. But Fox News, it doesn't matter how they make my ally look. I know we're fighting for true democracy. Uh, you know, the individuals who would go against those other individuals who are my allies, who I shall not name at this moment, they know better than to go against them, all those news stations collectively. Those news stations collectively, those allies that I've mentioned prior, they shall not go against them because they already know what's going to happen. You're going to be held accountable as well. Suppressing information, truthful information about COVID is will be held accountable of all news stations. Let's be very clear about that. All news stations collectively, all news stations, all news stations. That is how a leader runs a country. All news stations, not just one. All news stations, not just one. All of them. 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 That is how you get rid of a problem. No, I'm not just going to take away some of you. All of them. You gave an offering to the golden serpent. I told you, you're still going to be held accountable. You're still going to be held accountable. You're still going to be held accountable. Mr. Zelensky is an amazing sacrifice, an excellent, as far as I'm concerned, very excellent. You know, it's, you know what I'm saying? Finger licking good, finger licking good, finger licking good. Real reptile, golden serpent. So collected. His soul shall be collected. His soul shall be collected. Doesn't matter how long it takes. You can try to bring the spirit of division against me in China, but China, listen to me. I know you honor the golden serpent, China. I know you honor the golden serpent. I am the ambassador of the golden serpent, China. The U.S. government, the U.S. Leadership has gone against me and tried to backdoor me by trying to use Fox News to try to get you to not have unwavering faith in my campaign as a spiritual leader, as a spiritual president, as an ambassador, as a diplomat, as a politician in regards to the spirit realm, in the physical realm, but I have defeated, along with those that are with me, the spiritual power that is in the United States. And if the United States is the greatest spiritual power upon this world, then I would say, if I've defeated them, that means that my congregation is the greatest spiritual power in the entire world right now. In the entire world. In the entire world. In the entire world. Which means I've already defeated the Ukraine. You are my ally, but think about this. Where do you hold yourself in regard when it comes to ranking in spiritual power? I am an American, but I am my own independent power outside of these vile individuals that I would like to remove from power and put in new leadership. China. Where do you hold yourself in that ranking system when it comes to spiritual power and being a dominant power spiritually in the physical world and in the spiritual world? And magically, amongst all congregations, denominations, and orientations, and so on and so forth, states, cities, continents, countries, it doesn't matter. Okay? Which means I told you, you're my ally, right? I am the greatest leader right now, spiritually,
With spiritual power, we're talking about spiritual power in the entire world right now. My congregation, those that are at service to this campaign, I would think it would be vital to help me remove the vile individuals out of power in my country, okay? It would be of great service for you to help me remove from power the vile individuals in my country and help me to position new rulership, new leadership that I can have a close watch on, because I am the ruling spiritual power in this country. In this country, I am the ruling spiritual power, right? Last time I checked, politicians and presidents listen to those with spiritual power. Last time I checked. That's how that goes. 14th family, you know what I'm saying? Last time I checked. That's how that's supposed to go, right? We're going to keep it the same, but we're going to change some things, right? I need you to help me change those things, right? I need there to be pressure on the crimes of those who stand in my way, who stand in our way, who stand in the way of this democracy, who stand in the way of this freedom, who stand in the ways of our liberty, who stand in the ways of us being individuals, who stand in the way of us all being prosperous, who stand in the way of us not being guinea pigs, who stand in the way of us not being test subjects, who stand in the way of us not being oppressed, who stand in the way of robbing us blind and keeping it all for themselves. I need your help, just like Russia is helping me by going to the battlefield. Okay? I've helped Russia spiritually. All right? I've helped Russia spiritually, and I've won. Russia has unwavering faith in what I say. I believe they are able to win. I believe, I have unwavering faith they will win. Russia is my ally. I'm an American. Ain't gonna be none of that double crossing or none of that shit. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that. We got the same goal in mind. The tyranny that has poisoned the entire world needs to stop. If we don't want God to come down here and destroy this bitch that we all on, this earth, and wipe us all from the fucking earth. So I think it's vital that we all get on one accord and make this happen. I would like to make this happen. Russia cares about true democracy for Americans. As you can see, Elon Musk cares about true democracy for Americans. They try to say whatever they want about these people, these campaigns, these influencers who will criticize these individuals with positions of power for likes and retweets, for a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of 5 minutes of fame, a little 15 minutes of fame. You know what I'm saying? A couple days of retweets and likes and quote tweets, you know? But what are they truly doing for our stance when it comes to children being the future of the world? You know, children being the future, kids being the future. Sure don't see them talking about Balenciaga. Sure don't hear them talking about the missing kids from the border. Sure don't hear them talking about the missing children on the wall at Walmart.
Sure don't hear you talking. Hear them talking about saying their friends who have been charged or are under investigation or in jail. You know what I'm saying, for those same crimes. I don't hear them talking about that. I don't hear them talking about Mr. Sam Bankman Fried, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck because you was from Stanford. Bitch, Russia is my ally and I didn't even graduate college. I'm a college dropout. But somehow, I fucking figured out how to make Russia my ally. I said the word, and there are no more agreements with Ukraine. I said the word, and there are no more agreements with Ukraine. I am the golden serpent. Russia actually gives a fuck about the golden serpent, but they represent it in their own way. It's a golden eagle or whatever bird it is. No disrespect to my ally. But you see it on their flag. You see it. It's gold. It's red and it's blue. That is balanced with some white. That is balanced. That is a balanced power. That is a balanced power. That is a balanced power. All right? So, I just showed you that that was a balanced power. I just showed you the spiritual significance in the flag. Okay? I just showed you that, they're willing to listen to a man of color, a man who is a slave descendant, quite frankly, somebody who, may be seen by others as some random nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he was willing to put his trust in this man. And I have won against the other spiritual armies within my own country. Within my own country. Within my own country. I have managed with all those people in my congregation that are at service to me and our campaign, our collective campaign, to overthrow their rule, which is why there is a offering in the White House of a golden ram, which I equate to being a serpent, with 6 lamps on the left and 6 lamps on the right. Okay? Let's be very clear about that. Let's be very, 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 very clear. So, Mr. Zelensky, I'm sorry it had to be you, but before you was, I believe, Saddam Hussein. It might have been Osama bin Laden before him or after him. I don't know. I don't really care. I really don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Management just hired me recently within the last year after testing my ability to be differentiated from your falsified representation of who he is. And, evildoers were made for the day of evil. But in that doesn't say that other evildoers will get the writ of fuck of you. It don't say that. It don't say that. I've made evildoers for the day of evil. I made evil people for the day of evil. It don't say that those other evil people who do not fucking fuck with that fake ass falsified bullshit that you own would not get rid of you. It did not say that. It did not say that in the Bible. I am your fucking Antichrist as far as I'm concerned. Look at that. A wicked righteousness is your Antichrist. I'm not even talking to Christians right now. It's for the Christians to uphold their, individual belief and connection with God themselves. I'm not even talking about the Christians. I'm talking about y'all. You individuals who profess to be evil. I'm evil. You're not evil. You're vile. I don't do shit that you do. That shit's sick. I don't touch little boys and girls. Yeah, you can say sin is sin. But no,
I think God wants us to judge that. I think God wants us to judge that. I think God wants us to judge that. I think God wants us to judge the fact that a pedophile can go to jail, get probation, while somebody who has a weed charge goes to jail for like 40, 50, 60 fucking years. That shit gotta be, that is impossible. That needs to be made impossible. That needs to be made impossible. Okay? Let us all pray for, Russia, Putin. It doesn't matter your prayers about Zelensky. If you help him, listen. The entire kingdom of hell, every bounty hunter, every hellhound, every leviathan, every serpent, every whatever imaginable, even unseen, that is available within that army, within that kingdom, shall seek after the soul of Zelensky day and night, 24/7, around the clock, including the kingdom of heaven, whatever that Yahweh B'Shem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai will allow me to have to complete this mission, this campaign, this stain upon the earth, this false representation of evil that the Lord created, whatever is at my disposal within that kingdom shall seek after you day and night, 24/7, around the clock. Mr. Zelensky. Okay? I am the dominating force upon this world spiritually, Mr. Zelensky. This is not a democracy. This is not a democracy. Mr. Zelensky, I'm sorry that it had to be you, but you will be made a sacrifice. And an excellent sacrifice you make, because you're fucking arrogant to think that you could come in my country that I fought for, okay, spiritually speaking, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually speaking, okay, I had to be ostracized, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of all this. When I said Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, was doing a little no touching squares, you know what I'm saying, during his inauguration, you know what I'm saying? And I was kicked off the internet. You know what I'm saying? I had to feel that, Mr. Zelensky. You shall feel the same. You're not exempt, sir. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Those who have disrespected my rule, not only are they dying, they're plagued. They're going to jail. They're going to prison. They're sacrificing their subordinates, Mr. Zelensky. And the same shall be done to you, Mr. Zelensky. The same shall be done to you. Because as far as I'm concerned, you have stolen my inheritance to help your fight against Russia so you can take away Christian practices from Orthodox individuals unless they're approved by you and your council. And that is a breach of contract, okay? In terms of the golden serpent, that is a breach of contract when giving offering to the golden serpent. They just gave an offering in the White House of a golden ram, 6 lamps on the left, 6 lamps on the right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a slave descendant. So them giving you that money so you can do that is a breach of contract as far as I'm concerned. Although God has his wishes to destroy certain things, but Mr. Zelensky, my inheritance as far as I'm concerned personally was given to you so you could do that. And either I'm going to get that back in paper dollars or I'm going to get that back in blood. I very much mean what I say. I mean what I say. I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a fuck at all. I really don't care. You can suck my dick, quite frankly, because I think your fucking army is worthless. They could never stand to my army. I don't give a fuck what kind of technology the USA just gave you. I don't give a shit.
You don't believe in spiritual technology. I don't give a fuck. Like you're like this. Your level of thinking of war as a president and as a world leader is one dimensional. It's one dimensional. It's fucking one dimensional. One dimensional. It's one dimensional. It's one dimensional. So, Mr. Zelensky, I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Zelensky, it's been great having you upon this earth. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, but your soul will be claimed, Mr. Zelensky. It will. Because I have unwavering faith in that. Because the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, has made me the great golden ambassador of the golden serpent. And the spiritual councils, the spiritual army of the United States has not won that war against me. I have overthrown their rule. So now they are taking it to the battlefield. And they're giving my inheritance to the Ukraine to defeat me on the battlefield so that they can have dominion over me. So then they can have individuals from the Ukraine come over here and, do whatever the fuck they want, including, martial law, whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? They come over here and help with, the tyranny of, keeping freedom of speech out of the hands of, the American people or, the people of Ukraine and other countries, So you are very much fucking in violation. I very much know what's going on. It doesn't matter if I graduated from college or not. I know what the fuck you're doing. I know what you're doing. And I'm telling you, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You see this battle as one-dimensional when it comes to the physical realm. I have defeated your spiritual army. Okay? You will lose. This is not a democracy any longer. It is not up for discussion. Okay? Africa, I'm going to be talking to you in a separate video. I'll save that for another video. But I made myself very clear. Very, very, very fucking clear. I'm sorry I curse and say the N-word sometimes, but you don't really take people serious unless they, talk with a little edge on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really listen until people talk with a little edge on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really listen until my other Jewish constituents discipline you with a little edge on it. You don't listen until we do something with a little edge on it. So this is my little edge on it. I have given you honesty, transparency. I've let you know the current state of the world. I've let you know the current state of spiritual war and physical war. I've let you know what the FBI is doing. I'll let you know what the country is doing. I've let you know what the Ukraine is doing. I've let you know my partnership with Russia. I've gave you very much transparency and honesty. And, fortitude when it comes to letting you know why it is I have chosen that. I've letting you know how my positioning relates to Aleister Crowley, a man from Europe. Okay, I've let you know how that relates to him and his ties to Nazi Germany, even though he was not a racist. And I've let you know how I'm an evil, terrible thing. I'm an evil man, a wicked man. But I have not chosen to take the vile position and the bastardization of balance or evil. Let's be very clear about that. I think I've hit a lot of points in this video. There's a lot to chop up here. It's a lot of people to. It's a lot for people to really take in and digest. Those who really want to learn it, and those who want to see things from a different perspective. It's a pleasure to give you this message and be in front of this camera and let you know what the fuck is going on. Because they won't let you know what's going on. Even if they let you know what's going on, they don't really let you know what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time for me to, run for office in any regard, just know We're going to keep it very transparent. We're going to keep it very honest. Very, very honest. This is Gizael, the Chiefs 11, the Golden Serpent of the Lima, the Order of the Golden Serpent, the 14th family. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for fighting for freedom. Thank you for fighting for the freedom of others. Thank you for being willing to have an open perspective. Thank you for being willing to have an open heart to understand the different dimensions of God and the devil himself. And thank you for having an open perspective and the willingness to try to understand how the devil and God could work together to, destroy, use evil individuals who are made for the day of evil, along with righteous individuals, to destroy and bring out of rulership those individuals who profess to be evil and balanced, who are actually falsified and vile. Thank you for having the capacity and the willingness to even try to, bear with me during this. I appreciate it. Africa, I will be talking to you in a separate video because we need to have a personal talk. We definitely need to have a personal talk because I feel like I'm sorry. I apologize for coming off disrespectful, but I've been so disrespected in so many ways. Not only was my inheritance given to Ukraine, but it was given to you as well. And I am not included in that bill to come over to Africa and have a piece of that pie. So, I felt a little disrespected. I felt a little disrespected. But you're welcoming us with open arms. That's always nice. That's always nice. That's always nice. Shout out to Akon, by the way. Shout out to Akon. I like what he's doing over there in Africa. But I felt a little disrespected. I had to let it be known how much disrespect I've been feeling by this country. And by people who profess to be patriots and Americans who are very un-American. That's why the College of Stanford wants to get rid of the word American because, the shit that they represent is un-American. Sam Bankman-Fried, or wherever the fuck his name is, I don't give a shit, came from Stanford and, stole billions of dollars from individuals from crypto and gave it to Democrats and Republicans. The individuals who profess to be American and individuals who profess to be patriots, just stole their money, and you know what? Who gives a fuck? Will those people get their money back? Who the fuck knows? They'll probably come up with some distraction later on, like 6 months later, or 2 months later, or 3 months later, or 4 or 5. It don't matter to them. They'll come up with some fucking form of distraction, and they'll use some fucking scapegoat they got. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will forget about all those people who had their money stolen from this piece of shit from Stanford who ain't smart for shit because all the real criminals from Stanford don't get caught. Let's be very clear about that. Because criminals come from prestigious statures as well, from prestigious colleges as well, from prestigious names as well. Let's be clear about that, okay? Let's not forget, okay, Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas. Hey, look at that. How's this tie into everything? What are you going to talk about next? What are you going to talk about? Wait. He was arrested in the Bahamas. They just made an offering to the Golden Serpent in the White House with 6 lamps on the left and 6 lamps on the right. So who the fuck Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried been giving money to over on the Democratic side? Who has he been giving money to on the Democratic side? You know what I'm saying? That would collectively help, that would collectively make them, along with me, you know what I'm saying? Make them do that.
Who the fuck has he really been giving money to? Yeah. Yeah, that's how deep shit get. 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 But again, I can't remember the scripture exactly or what book it's in, but it says that God thinks on a different level than man because you are not God. That is not exactly how the scripture goes, but none of us are God. But if you're willing to access those higher levels of God, you can get, a portion, a good portion, a nice size portion, of what you need to understand and identify, But Order of the Golden Serpent, 14th Family, Chiefs 11. Shout out to my ally Russia, China, Africa, North Korea as well. Second to none, we do not lose.